All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Leopard Arena here on the campus of Lindsay High School. It is the Charles K. Hately Classic for 2023, and this is the opening day here and the first game for the Lindsay Leopardettes. They get to take on a foe we've seen not too long ago in the Dickson Lady Comets. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you've joined us here for this broadcast alongside Glenn Shoemake. And Glenn, I'm a little concerned because for those that were able to tune in a few minutes ago, Andrew ESPN Lyon was on the call for that Dickson Pauls Valley boys game, and I'm going to have to step my game up or he's going to replace me.
There's been a standard set, and we have to meet or exceed it.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to have to get my A game then.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure my aim game is good enough. But Glenn, we talked about it again. We're just about two minutes away from tip-off here. This one, the Leopardettes taking on, again, the Dickson Lady Comets. Dickson comes in 7-3 on the season, ranked number 15 in the state in the Class 3A. But this is a team that we met back on December 17th in that tournament down there at Dickson. And lost that game just by 7 points, though. 44-37, the final score in that one. And 20 points from Cameron Perry. She had 6 threes in the game. But that was really all the offense the Leopardettes came up with in that game. You had Maria Sutherland had 20, had double figures from Chelsea Apala in that game for Dickson. But, it's tough to come back and play a team a second time. But you get to play them on your court this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was a decent game. The Leopardettes came back there in the fourth quarter, made a game of it there in the second half. But it's one of those that it was back and forth, and our bugaboo in the fact that we weren't shooting very well that night really got us. We only scored 8 points in the first quarter, 14 in the second quarter. That's not too bad, but we got to do better.
Yeah, like you said, we forced 21 turnovers on Dickson that night. We had 17 our own, so the defense played well. You had some good offense. Cameron was on from 3. When she's hot, she can kill you for the other team. But, again, I think the Leopardettes were up 4 at the end of 1. They were down 7 by halftime. I think that second quarter really hurt them. And then they came back, and it was a 6-point game at the end of 3, and you end up losing by 7. So, really, second half was pretty close. It was a bad second quarter that ended up costing you.
Yeah, absolutely. They get outscored 17-6 there. They get outscored 11 points there in that second quarter and just never could overcome it. And when you're playing a quality opponent, you can't have a bad quarter. You're going to have to be competitive in all 3. You don't have to win all of them, but you have to keep it tight so you can do something there at the end.
Well, and to add on to that, the last time Dickson was on the basketball court, this was the team they were playing. They have not played a game since that tournament. So They didn't have the Tuesday night tune-up game, so maybe the Leopardettes, after playing Lex on Tuesday night, give them a little bit of an edge here coming into playing here tonight. So
yeah, and we talked last game about the 3 games you worry about is the first game of the year, the first game after break, and the first playoff game. You just always sloppy. It's kind of tough to know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, we are going to do a national anthem here, so we're going to send it back to J.D. Scruggs up on the laptop, and we'll have a timeout here. We'll come back with the starting lineups to tip off between the Dickson Lady Comets and the Lindsay Leopardettes. And now they're sending the teams back to the bench and say, no, we're not. We're not going to do a national anthem.
No, we're not.
So let's just get you starting lineups. How's that? Let's go to the Dickson Lady Comets, who again come in 7-3 on the season. They are ranked number 15 in the state in Class 3A. They will start number 30, Stormy Hughes. She's a 5'3" freshman. Number 3 is Emma Waite. Waite is a 5'5" senior. Number 20 is Maria Sutherland, the 5'11" junior. Again, 20 points from her the last time these two teams met. Number 10 is Cayman Pittman. Pittman, the 5'6" junior. And
number 21
is the one I missed, Carly Page. Page listed as a 5'5" junior. The head coach for the Lady Comets is Wes Thomas. He's assisted by Gary Gorley and Morgan Mauser. For the Lindsay Leopardettes, who come in 4-7 on the season for this ball game, they will start this way. Out at guard will be number 1, Cameron Perry, the senior. Number 5, Maddie McGowan, the sophomore, gets the start tonight at forward. Number 20, Emily Stone, the other forward on the floor. The senior will get the start tonight along with the guard, Cannon Russell. She's number 22, the sophomore, and then number 23, Chloe Ince, the junior. So head coach Brian Cater, he's assisted by Lainey Allison and Johnny Dodd. And Glenn, it's obvious he's going with Maddie McGowan, Emily Stone, and Chloe Ince to start this game. He's looking for height here and planning on using that to his advantage, try to get something going here against the Lady Comets.
Yeah, and that height bothered us last time. It really did. And we did a good job of turning them over before they got it down. But that defense is really going to have to turn up a notch tonight if they want to be able to win this first round game.
So Stormy Hughes, and I don't believe that is Stormy Hughes, number 30. Is that who you've got for yours as well?
Yeah.
Unless I wrote it down wrong, the program had Stormy Hughes as a 5'3" freshman. That's not a 5'3" freshman.
No, it's not.
I'm going to guess that is Chelsea Apala, is number 30.
Who do you have for number 30? Let me.
And she controls the tip into the backcourt for the Lady Comets. They will get the first chance here. The Leopardettes come out in what looks like a 2-3 zone look, and is what they're going to try here. That is Waite around the drive. There is Apala from the left wing for 3 that won't go, but Ince with a good block out. Way out there gets that long rebound.
Yeah, that is. It's been confirmed that's Chelsea Apala.
She was wearing 24 the last time we played.
Right.
So now she's wearing 30.
Yeah.
McGowan in the left corner, up top to Perry, back over to Russell. Russell fakes the pass right, picks up her dribble, comes back to Perry between the rings. Lob down underneath, McGowan on the backside. She's fouled by Apala. And Maddie McGowan will head to the free throw line for a chance for a couple of free throws here. Apala's first is the first foul of the ball game.
Yeah, good indication there. Looking inside early. Try to get those big girls in foul trouble.
First free throw from McGowan. Good. Second one on the way. That one's also good. The Leopardettes open up with a 2-0 lead here early. Sutherland pushes it up the floor. Goes right wing and travel with it. That is a turnover. Carly Page picked up that pivot foot. The Leopardettes get it off the first turnover of the game. Some full court pressure here, more like three-quarter court. Perry and Russell in the backcourt avoid the trap. Pass is tipped. Perry comes up with it across to Ince right wing. Skip it back to Perry. Wide open three. Counted. Cameron Perry for 3.
Yeah, good ball movement right there and got her in her spot. And they're running a box and one. on number 20, Marla Sutherland, that scored so many points against this last game.
Russell staying right with her. That's Waite from the left wing. That one doesn't go. McGowan comes away with the rebound for the Leopardettes. Quickly ahead to Ince. Double teamed and fouled, and she'll get 2 free throws. Aggressive there from Chloe Ince to take it between the 2 guards and gets the foul called on Paige. Paige's first is the team's second. Ince to the line for 2.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do is take it to the hole and go until they stop you. We say that all the time, but good job by Chloe doing that.
Ince's first one good. That one's also good. Tell you what, you can't script a little better start. A 7-0 run for the Leopardettes to start the game. We've got 6:25 left here in the first. Paige sends it over on the right wing to Sutherland. Skip it all the way back to the left side for Waite. Into the corner for Paige. Back to Apala. Top of the key for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Stone with the rebound for the Leopardettes. Russell will bring it up. Left side for Perry. Again, low. Maddie McGowan can't get it to drop. Stone had it, but had it knocked away. And then we're going to reach in foul from Chloe Ince trying to get it back.
Just her first, just the team's first. So
Paige will bring it up for the Lady Comets, who are down by 7 as we go under 6 minutes to go here in the first. Sutherland doing her best to try to post Cannon up underneath. They don't get it to her. Apollo from the free throw line drives down, tried to dump it down, and it's off the hands of Sutherland, who's frustrated right now.
Yeah, and even if she posts Cannon up, you've got Maddie and Emily on each side of her that's going to come double, maybe triple her if she does get the ball down there.
Ince again on transition, tried to go across the lane to McGowan, and the ball turned over.
Yeah, Paula did a good job right there of anticipating that pass and knocking it down.
Number 10 is Cayman Pittman. She had it left wing, sends it back up top. Waite over to the right side for Paige. Skip it back over to Pittman left wing. Goes around Chloe Ince. Jumper from the left elbow is off. A rebound for Ince. 5:05. McGowan again on the low post. Double team. Shot blocked by Apala out of bounds. It'll stay with the Leopardettes.
Yeah, good job. You taking that ball inside early. Get those big girls in foul trouble.
So Perry under her own basket to inbounds. Still looking. Lob it up top for Russell. She'll wait for Perry, and they'll get the offense set. Man defense here from Lady Comets. There's a wide open 3 from the left wing for Perry. She nails her second, and the Leopardettes are on a 10-0 run to start this game.
Yeah, awesome start. You couldn't, like you said, you couldn't have asked for anything better.
Apollo drives down, has it stripped. McGowan comes up with it. Third turnover now on the Lady Comets. Leopardette basketball. Perry double teamed. Gets it over to Ince. Ince turns down the 3, gets to the elbow. Stone down the baseline, goes around to Paula, misses the shot, and we're going to get an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, I think on Maddie McGowan.
And that'll go on McGowan. That's her first, team second, and we've got a timeout, Dickson. 4:13 left to go here in the first quarter. We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
4:13 left to go here in the first quarter. The Leopardettes on a 10-0 run to start this game. They've got the 10-point lead, but it'll be Lady Comet basketball. Russell again, that box and one. And Sutherland has yet to score. In fact, nobody did score for that matter. And there's a turnover again. 2-on-1 break. Ince from Perry, and she had to pull it back out. Perry left wing. Sends it up top. Nope. Got it stripped away. And in transition, Sutherland blows the layup. Stone tips the rebound. Perry comes away with it. Here comes the double team, and we're going to get a foul. And the Leopardettes having everything go their way right now. That one's on Sutherland, her first and the team's third.
Everything's set good. It sounds good.
So Russell will bring it up for the Leopardettes, who have a 10-point lead, 3:40 left here in the first. Perry stands with it, sends it to Russell left side, back up to Perry. Up to the high post, knocked away. The Leopardettes' third turnover. And in transition, Sutherland finally gets that goose egg off the scoreboard for the Lady Comets. They still trail by 8 with 3:20 left to go. Perry back to Russell, quickly to the right corner for Ince. Back to Perry, down low, McGowan missed it, left it short. Rebound, pulled down the inside, it's loose, jump ball. And Leopardettes have the possession arrow. At that timeout, there was a sub, and number 41 is Amelia Imatici, who has checked in for the Lady Comets. Perry again to inbound. Lob up to Russell. The Cater calls out new offense here, so they'll switch it up. Russell will move, drive into the lane, leaves it out for McGowan for three. Yes, count it, Maddie McGowan for three. 3 field goals for the Leopardettes. They're all threes.
Yeah, 3 for 3, and that's been one of their bugaboos, and it looks like they've done a lot of shooting there over the Christmas break.
Pittman turned down the shot. 10-footer off the glass doesn't work. Ince comes away with a rebound for the Leopardettes. So Lindsay with a 11-point lead, 2.5 to go here in the first. Russell lobs to the high post to Stone, and then Stone lost it. Leopardettes' 4th turnover. Here comes Pittman, takes Russell to the baseline, out to number 5. That is Chloe Hightower. And then Imatici came up with the rebound, fell to the floor. She traveled with it.
Yep.
5th turnover on the Lady Comets. Apala is back in, and Pittman will have a seat for Dickson. Leopardettes with the ball, an 11-point lead. Perry quickly to the left corner. McGowan for 3. It's short. Wait with the miss. And the outlet for Hightower. She'll bring it across the timeline. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first. Left side to Wait. Brings it back up top to Sutherland. Sutherland works all the way to the right wing. Gets a screen. Russell nearly locks it loose. Sutherland convinced that she's going to make something happen here. Her shot is blocked, and Imatici is all over Stone.
Yeah.
And finally, they'll call the foul. I think she fouled her about 4 times.
Yeah, she did.
But Imatici picks up her first. That's the 4th team foul against Dickson, and the Leopardettes again have the basketball.
Yeah, and Sutherland is definitely frustrated. When you are shooting a 3 and you get your shot blocked by a girl that's about 6 or 8 inches shorter than you, you're definitely in frustration mode.
Chloe Ince from the right side for 3 is too strong. The rebound tipped out. Sutherland comes away with it. She'll take it all the way herself. Flips as she goes through the lane, and she'll draw some contact there. She's a little bit slow to get up. And foul called on the Leopardettes. Goes on number 20, Emily Stone, her first, the team's 3rd. And they're going to call that on the drive, so no free throws here for Dickson. Sutherland into inbounds. Lob it all the way up top to Hightower. She got around Perry, goes out to Wait for 3. That one's way off the mark. Apala tracks down the rebound, sends it out to Sutherland. She got a look at 3. That's an air ball, and McGowan comes away with it for the Leopardettes. Russell against Apala coming up the floor. Splits the double team, pass is tipped. Ince ends up with it in the corner, though. Skip it all the way to McGowan. Left side, turns around, pass tipped again, but this time that is Russell who got it, drives the lane. Missed it, and then a foul going the other way. It'll be Leopardettes on McGowan. That'll be her second. And the fourth team foul. 43 seconds left to go here in the first. Leopardettes still hanging on to a 13-2 lead as they win on that 10-0 run to start the ball game. Still lead by 11. Page back in the ball game to Waite left side. Back up top, Pittman.
Yeah, they got Sutherland out.
Yep, they got Sutherland out, and Pittman just drug a pivot foot and traveled with the basketball. So Leopardettes will have a chance maybe to hold it for a final shot here, if we can do that.
Yeah.
30 seconds left, leading by 11. Russell brings it across. Ince right corner, back to Russell. Double team, goes back to Ince. 3-ball, no. And rebound by Pittman on the backside. So 13 seconds left as Dickson crosses the timeline. Left side Waite underneath Apala. Low post, goes into the lane, puts it up off the glass and in. First basket for Chelsea Apala. Makes it 13-4 in the half-court heave. Will not drop for Cannon Russell. The Leopardettes with a great first quarter, 13-4, the 9-point lead going to the second. We'll send it back upstairs. Words from our sponsors. We'll be back with more Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Lady Comet basketball to start the second quarter. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemaker here courtside. Day one of the Charles K. Haitley Classic here in Lindsay. They'll go to the high post to Paula Perry. Nearly strips it, and she does, but goes right into the hands of Hightower, who manages to get inside, scoop one up and in.
Wow, that was a wing and a prayer, and it went in for them.
Leopardettes nearly turned the ball over, and they do. Paula comes up with it. Page the other end with the wide open layup, and life's like that. We are right back into a ball game. It is 13-8. That 11-point lead is gone. It's down to 5. We'll have a 30-second timeout here. We'll keep it here for this one. But the Leopardettes go 3 field goals and 4 free throws. But the 3 field goals, all threes there in that first quarter. But you know Dickson's going to come fighting back in this one. They're not going to quit.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to have to be able to handle the pressure. They did this at their place where they kind of threw a little three-quarter court, half-court trap out there and caused us a lot of problems. You know, that first quarter, they kind of laid back, kind of let us move the ball around, and looks like they've decided that wasn't a very good strategy.
Go back with this 2-2-1 trap. Stone over to McGowan left side, left elbow, skip it over to Russell. Quick catch, 15-footer won't drop. Offside rebound for Pittman. Page will bring it up. Stops top of the key, left side for Waite. Turns down to 3, comes back to Page. Over to Pittman right side, back out to Page. Again, Sutherland trying to post up underneath. They're keeping her covered up. Free throw line jumper will finally bounce in for Apollo, though.
Yeah, he's done a good job of taking the ball to the open spot against the box and one and hitting that free throw jumper.
Foul called on Apollo. That is her second. But this is Dickson now. They're on an 8-0 run going back into that first quarter. It was 13-2. It's up to 13-10. 3-point Leopardette lead. 7:04 left to go here in the first half as Russell sends it over to Perry on the left side. Looks to penetrate, comes back to Russell. Drives in, goes back to Perry. Skip it all the way to Ince right side. She gets around to Paula, puts up the runner that won't drop. Rebound underneath for Pittman. Page will bring it up. Leopardettes stay in that box and one. Sutherland works to the right side. They'll come left side. Back at the Apollo between the rings. Back to Page. She'll fire a three left side. It's nothing but net. That's how that is Emma Waite for three, and that ties the game. This is a 13-0 run now. 11-0 run, I should say. Stone with the move in the lane and left it wide right. McGowan gets it back, though, and her reverse layup is up and in.
Yeah, finally some points in the paint for us.
15-13, Leopardettes by 2, and I think we got stoppage here. Looks like Pittman may have had some blood there that she's going to have to go get taken care of. That will get number 45. That is Avis Forsyth in the game for the Lady Comets, and Chloe Ince will also get a break. And number 4, Braylee Malacote, the senior, checks in for the first time tonight. Waite will bring it across. Back over to the right side. Apollo sends it back to Sutherland, top of the key. Tries to get around, drives in the lane, puts up a floater that's blocked. It ended up right in the hands, though, of Forsyth, and she's fouled on her shot attempt. And that goes on
Maddie
McGowan. That's her third.
Yep.
So he's probably going to look at Chloe Ince and say, you got to go right back in, but he doesn't. He's actually going to get Lily Dodson off the bench. As Forsyth drains the front of 2 free throws. Maddie checks out. Again is the number 44, Lily Dodson, the sophomore, checks in. And then Chloe Hightower back in the game as well for the Lady Comets. Second free throw won't drop, and there's the third on Apollo as she goes up over the back for that rebound. So height for height there. You get Apollo out of the game. The 6-footer picks up her third. A little bit of an equalizer. Again, the full court pressure. Russell will get the inbounds. Sends it back over to Perry. Back over to Russell. She'll cross the timeline on the left side. Drives to the middle. Lids it up top for Perry, who had to go back to grab it. And timeout called from the bench as Perry had the possession. And Leopardettes will have it up by 1, 5:28 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
That's what I was.
Leopardette basketball out of the timeout, up by 1. 5:20 left to go here in the first half. Perry and Russell play catch across the top of this zone. Work down, leave it for Malacote right wing. Come back to Perry between the circles.
I have to get the FBI.
She'll get around. Page comes back to Malacote. Skip it all to the right side to Russell. Back to Malacote. Back over to Perry.
Yeah, I like the patience against this zone.
Dodson running that high to low post there. Now they get it to Emily at the high post. Out to Perry, and Perry gets run into as Sutherland picks up her second. She wasn't expecting Perry to stop right there and ran into her. That is the 7th team foul, so this will be a 1-and-1 for Cameron Perry.
Wouldn't that be something if they could get her out of the game?
That would make a big dent in this offense from Dickson as Perry drains the front end of the 1-and-1. She's got 7 in the ball game. Pushes the Leopardette lead back to 2. Can make it 3 with this one, but it won't drop. Dodson tips the rebound, though. Stone comes up with it. Russell back out to Malacote. Change up the offense here. Perry goes to Malacote left wing. Back to Perry. Over to Russell. Again, patient against his 2-3 zone. Russell drives down, got a screen off underneath, but can't get it to drop. Pittman's got her 4th rebound.
Yeah, good look. It's a good look from Cannon. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Page turns down to 3, run off the 3-point line. Sutherland underneath, back out to Hightower. She'll drive the lane, puts up the right-hand floater that won't go. Dodson claims it for the Leopardettes. The outlet for Russell. They leave her alone, drives the lane. Dodson left side, 3 on the way. Just a little strong, got her own rebound. Perry with it now. Leaves it for Russell. Malacote right side, lob inside. Stone turns around and she'll get fouled. Pittman picks up the foul. That'll be her first. 8th team foul. This will be 2 free throws for Emily Stone. Leopardettes with a 2-point lead, 16-14, 3:40 left to go here in the first half. Stone to shoot 2, and the front one will not drop in for her. Emily steps up for the second. On the way, that one won't go either, and Hightower comes away with it for Dickson. She'll push up the right side, and she'll back it back out. Page between the rings, left side to Pittman. Works it back around, goes down to Hightower in the corner. Dodson with the steal.
Yeah, a weak pass right there to the corner, and Dodson just jumped right out there and got it.
Russell. Malacote underneath the Stone. Turns around on Imatici. A lot of contact right there. Missed the shot. And there's Pittman with the miss. Page takes her time walking it up as we approach 3 minutes to go here. Left side Pittman. Back over in the corner, lob underneath the Imatici. Turns around in the lane, throws it back out. Pittman drives down, runs over Malacote, no whistle. The wide open 3 from the right is off the mark for Hightower. Malacote on the floor, comes away with it. 3-on-2 break. Russell takes it herself, can't get it to fall. And then out of bounds, the last touched by Pittman. The Leopardettes will have it under their own basket with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, good hustle right there. And again, Cannon just getting good looks, just can't get that lid off the basket.
Imatici checks out. Forsyth back in. Emily underneath. Yeah, won't drop. Got her own miss, and she'll get fouled. Had a wide open shot there. Nice find. But they're going to get the foul on Forsyth, her first, team's 9th. And this will be 2 more free throws coming up for Emily Stone. Maybe she get the range on these 2. Missed her last 2. That one won't drop, and they're going to get Dodson this time up over the back of Ava Forsyth. The Lily picks up her first and the team 6th, so no free throws yet. And timeout called by Coach Wes Thomas for the Lady Comets. 2:34 left to go here in the timeout. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
16-14, the Leopardettes by 2. 2:34 left to go in the half. It is Dickson basketball, and all 5 of their girls came down here. Nobody's going to throw it in for them.
Yep.
Page will get the inbounds from Pittman. They'll bring it up. And again, they've got Sutherland double teamed on the low post. Goes out to the left corner. Catch fire three. He's too strong. Perry, the good block out underneath, but had it knocked away from her. Up top, Pittman for three. That one's off. Perry will come up with it this time. Russell brings it across. Underneath Stone, and from behind, Pittman knocks the ball loose, but out of bounds. So they'll bring it in, 2:03 left in the half. Perry under her own basket to trigger. Looks for Emily underneath, got it to her, right back to Perry. Three, right corner won't go. Russell in the lane, the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, finally got something to fall right there. And puts the Leopardettes up by 4 here, 1:40 to go.
Pittman right side, catch fire three on the way, too strong, but the offside rebound right into the hands of Waite. Waite will not get that one to go, and then out of bounds as that was Pittman that had the rebound, but fell out of bounds with it. And go was the 10th turnover on the Lady Comets, and here comes that three-quarter court press again. Perry over to Russell. Works left, gets it back to Perry. She'll get to the high post, right over to Malaco, back to Perry. Got around Page, got it to Dodson in the left corner. Back up top, Malaco. Right side, Russell. Back up to Braley. Malaco,
yeah, give it to her.
Looking for Emily underneath.
Yeah, we get settling with 3 fouls. She's covering the post right now.
Oh, they tried to get it down to a wide open Lily Dodson down low, but Cameron thought she had Maddie down there, and instead it was Lily, who's a few inches shorter. And that one goes out of bounds to be the 5th turnover on the Leopardettes. A minute to go, 18-14, Leopardettes by 4. Page to Waite left side. Back up top. Page drives down, gets it to Pittman on the wing. Sutherland cuts through, but can't get the ball. Down to the baseline for Pittman, across the lane. Reverse layup doesn't go. Russell with the miss.
That was a swift little move right there where she come through and stepped through and squared up.
Baseline jumper will not drop, but Russell underneath came away. That shot doesn't go. Forsyth comes away with that one, and it'll be Dickson with 25 seconds left in the basketball. Underneath, ball knocked loose, but Pittman comes away with it. Page for three, way off the mark. And Stone has it and then gets fouled from behind. As Emily will go to shoot free throws once again at the other end of the floor. That foul called on Waite is her first. With 2 free throws for Emily. Emily needs to find it. She's got 0 for 4 now. Leopardettes hit their first 5 free throws. They've missed the last 5.
Yeah, 0 for 3. That last one she took was 1 and 1. Yep.
Okay.
This will be 2.
So 2 free throws here for Emily. A chance to give the Leopardettes a 6-point lead. 19 seconds left, but she'll get that one to drop in. Makes it a 5-point Leopardette lead. And Emily's second one on the way. That one won't drop. 19-14, Leopardettes. They lob down underneath, back up top to Pittman, and that should have been a double dribble. And she'll get a foul going to the on the layup. That one goes on Emily Stone. That'll be her second. 7th, but this will be 2 free throws coming up because that was on the shot. Pittman scoreless, and that free throw won't drop. 8.6 seconds left before halftime. Pittman's second one on the way. That one will drop in for her. 19-15. Leopardettes by 4 with 5 seconds. Perry, three-pointer, left side, on the way. It's short. And the rebound, Pittman, and that'll do it for the first half. And the Leopardettes ran out with a big 10-0 run to start the game, had a 9-point lead at the end of one, and they'll find themselves up by 4 here at halftime. It's 19-15, Lindsay over the Dickson Lady Comets. We're going to send it back upstairs to JD and some words from our sponsors. We'll be back with our officially unofficial first half stats right after this Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Comets Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay!
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
You are on. 19-15 here at halftime as Leopardettes with the 4-point lead over the Dickson Lady Comets. They had a 9-point lead at the end of one and raced out again. 10-0 run for the Leopardettes to start this game, had that 13-4 lead, and then saw the Lady Comets come back from a 13-2 deficit to tie the game at 13 And then it's the Leopardettes have kind of kept them at bay since then. But this has been a great first half for the Leopardettes. Looking at the numbers for the first half, again, these are all unofficial, but Chelsea Apollo leads the way for the Lady Comets. She's got 4. 3 from Emma Waite, also with 2 from Chloe Hightower, 2 from Maria Sutherland, 2 from Carly Page, and a free throw from Cayman Pittman rounds out the scoring. I'm sorry, Ava Forsyth also has a free throw to round out the scoring for the Lady Comets, who went 2 of 4 from the free throw line. For the Leopardettes, Cameron Perry and Maddie McGowan both have 7 points apiece in this first half. 2 from Chloe Ince, 2 from Cannon Russell, and a free throw from Emily Stone rounds out the scoring for the Leopardettes. They went 6 of 11 there in that first half from the charity stripe. Leopardettes are +1 on the glass, but the Lady Comets had 10 turnovers in that first half. Leopardettes with just 5, so you got to like that, Glenn, if you're looking at, again, how the Leopardettes have just really kind of played one of their best halves of basketball so far.
Yeah, absolutely, except for the shooting.
Yeah. Percentage is not real good.
No, they're actually getting outshot, but the free throw line has saved them and built up this lead. They've outscored the Lady Comets by 5 from the free throw line, but 3 3-pointers there. We hit our first 3 shots of the game, and they were all 3-pointers. Really helped bolster and get that lead and has sustained it. We outscore Dickson 13-4 in the first quarter, but get outscored by 5, 11-6 in the second quarter. But shooting numbers, the Dickson Lady Comets are 5 for 10 from 2-point range, 1 for 13 from 3-point range. That box and one really caused them problems, and we're not hitting there in the first half from 3-point range, but that's a total of 6 for 23 or 26%. The Leopardettes, 2 for 15 from 2-point range. We've made a concerted effort to get the ball inside, but we're 3 for 9 from the 3-point range. Hit our first 3, missed our next 6, but that's only 5 for 24 from the field for 21%. So we've got a 4-point lead going in, but you really need to win the third and the fourth quarter here if they win the third and the fourth quarter, Greg, I predict a victory.
Wait. Let me put my brain around that. I think I'll have to agree.
Yeah,
I can't disagree with that logic.
Yeah. If we tie or win.
If we tie or win the last 2 quarters, we'll win the game.
That's right. I predict that.
Well, it is looks like Leopardette basketball to start the third quarter. That is your First National Bank halftime show here on KBLP Live. Glad you're along with us. Greg Perry, Glenn Shoemake, J.D. Scruggs, Andrew, ESPN Lion upstairs. As Russell will bring it up. Hands to Stone. Stone to Russell, or to Perry. McGowan back in the ballgame with those 3 fouls. Stone takes it right to Apollo, but missed it short. Apollo saves the rebound, but throws it out of bounds. It'll be Leopardette basketball. And yes, I didn't get to Brianna Miller back at our studios, getting us out on the KBLP 105.1 FM. Russell will chase this down to the backcourt. It was probably a little further in the backcourt she wanted to go, but Perry will get it high on that right side. Dodson starts this quarter out on the floor for the Leopardettes. Left side, Russell, wide open 3 on the way. It's short. Apollo lets McGowan try to save it, and it'll end up going out of bounds. Turnover for the Leopardettes. As the Lady Comets will get it back. Page will bring it up for Dickson. And the Leopardettes will stay in this box and one. Sutherland been shut down, just has 2 points so far in this ball game. She gets the ball top of the key, however. Page backside to Pittman. Dodson stays with her on that low post. Oh, nice shot inside. That was good defense from Dodson. Pittman just better. 19-17, 2-point ball game. McGowan and traveled with it. Again, wanted to go inside the Stone, but ended up getting covered up at last second. And now the Leopardettes 2 straight turnovers.
Yeah, and that's a product of going too fast. Just slow down right there and square up. And don't try and do something that your body's not going to allow you to do.
Page with it between the rings. Waite left wing. Sutherland comes up top of the key. Russell runs her off the three-point line. They'll send it over her to the right side. An air ball three on the way for Page. Apollo saves it in bounds, though. A long three from Sutherland. That one doesn't go. Page will track that one down. She'll bring it back up top and reset the offense here. Apollo traveled with it before she ran over Lily Dodson. So it'll be a turnover on the Lady Comets, and Dodson will check out. Malakote in the ball game for the Leopardettes. Russell will bring it up. Across the timeline to Perry into the left corner. McGowan tries to go underneath the stone, knocked away, but she got it. Malakote turns down to three. Russell says, I'll take it. Top of the key, it's off. Malakote tips the rebound out. Russell has it, and she'll get tied up. The possession arrow will send it to the Lady Comets. 6:02 left in the third, 2-point Leopardette lead.
Well, both teams are taking 2 threes here early. Looks like, that's what the defense is giving them, and so that's what they're taking, but they're not, neither team's hitting anything.
Apollo top of the key. Right corner Page, and sips it left side to Pittman. Drops it behind her to Apollo. Her three won't drop. McGowan. The rebound for the Leopardettes. Russell will bring it up with 5:35 left in the third. Leopardettes still hanging on to that 2-point lead. They look to trap, go to the high post for Stone. Stone into the left corner, McGowan. Drives across, Russell back up top. Malakote for three, off the back iron, no good. Page with the miss. Sutherland lofts it off of her foot, out of bounds, turnover. Leopardettes get it back.
Yeah, good job of getting back, and Sutherland's really, you can see the frustration on her face. Every time she gets the ball, she wants to go do something.
Apollo grabbed that pass right out of the air and races to the other end to lay it up. Live ball turnover that far down the floor is not a good thing. And it's a tie ball game. 19-all. Russell over to Perry. Perry drives down, sends it over to the right side to Malakote. Back to Russell. Three-pointer on the way from Cannon is short. Long rebound comes out to Perry. She'll try the three to put it back in. That won't go, and Malakote and Pittman tie it up. It'll be Leopardette basketball. So Cameron will inbound under her own basket. Got it to Stone. Back out to, looked at Perry, but they cut her off, so they'll bring it back up top to Russell. That's what I get for trying to anticipate what they're going to do instead of waiting until they do it. Stone fakes the handoff once, fakes it twice, takes it herself down the right side of the lane, lays it up and in.
Great play right there, and Apollo was hedging away, fixing to go help on the handoff, and there wasn't a handoff.
Pittman from the free throw line to Apollo. She'll drive from the right side over to Pittman. She'll take that scoop shot in the lane, and Pittman got another nice shot underneath. Ties it back up at 21. Russell trapped in the backcourt. Perry between the rings for Stone. Gives it to Russell. She'll drive the lane. Floater off the side. Will not drop. Apollo the other way for the Lady Comets. She'll take it right down Main Street to Blue the layup. Malakote with the rebound. Perry, left wing to the baseline. Back to McGowan. Her three is partially blocked out here. It'll go out of bounds. And I'm going to say it wasn't blocked. It was just short.
Yeah,
I thought Apollo got a hand on it.
I did too, but Maddie took off running the other way like she knew it wasn't. So
Emily will get a well-deserved break. Chloe Ince is back in for the Leopardettes. We're tied at 21, 3:35 left here in the third. Sutherland races down the floor, runs down the lane, throws it off the last and in.
Yeah, they
gotta stop the ball.
Yeah, and like I said, every time she gets it, she is not going to pass it unless you just absolutely make her.
That was the first lead of the game for the Lady Comets. Russell throws one up that's an air ball, and Pittman now has 10 rebounds in the ball game. Page walks it across and traveled with it. And Coach Brian Cater decides he needs to have a talk with his girls. 3:01 left to go here in the third, 23-21. Lady Comets with the lead. We'll send it back to JD. We'll take a 60-second timeout. Come back to Lindsay after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
23-21, Lady Comets have come back to take a 2-point lead, their first lead of the game. They tied it at 13. The Leopardettes stretched it back out before halftime, but this is the first lead of the game. They took it 3:25 left to go here in the third, but Leopardettes wilt the basketball out of the timeout, and 3:01 left to go here in the third quarter. See if they can tie this one back up or hit a long ball to take a lead. Perry over to Russell, drives down, comes back to Cameron. Her three on the way is short. Rebound, Malakote tipped, but off the back of the glass. That'll be out of bounds. And the Leopardettes now have 10 turnovers in the game. Sutherland will inbound to Page. Tell you what, you gotta give it up for Cannon Russell. She's had her work cut out for her tonight, staying with Maria Sutherland all night long. Man on man all night.
Yep.
Loose ball on the floor. Leopardettes tie it up. Possession there, however, pointed the direction of the Lady Comets. So Hightower will inbounds out to Page. Right wing Pittman looks underneath. Imatici has checked in for the Lady Comets. McGowan did a great job of stopping Pittman on that drive, and then Hightower lost it off of her hands, out of bounds. Turnover Dickson. Leopardettes get it back.
Yeah, again, Sutherland's just she got screened off, and somebody picked her up, and then somebody came and doubled, and then she had to pass it, and she's not liking this box and one the Leopardettes are throwing at her.
McGowan in the corner, back to Perry. Skip it over to Russell, top of the key. She'll penetrate, send it back to Perry, left wing. Underneath McGowan, turns around against the double team. Shot blocked right into the hands of Carly Page. So Page will bring it up. Works around a screen from Sutherland. Sutherland gets it back top of the key, and now they're saying, somebody come screen. I need some help.
Yeah.
She'll get screened open to the wides, to the right wing, and it is Imatici who managed to get it in and could not get the shot for Pittman to fall. Leopardettes claim the rebound. Perry thought about the three. McGowan from the left corner. Comes back to Perry, up top Russell. Ends right wing. Goes back over to Russell. Down low, McGowan off up to the end. Maddie McGowan with 9 in the game, ties the game at 23.
Yeah, big basket. Only 4 points scored by the Leopardettes this quarter, but that basket managed to tie it up.
Pittman, left side, works to the elbow, cut off by McGowan, comes back up top to Hightower. Right wing Page underneath Imatici, double team, turns it up top, and Hightower tracks it down. Slid across the floor, wanted to with a traveling call, didn't get it. We're 45 seconds left to go here in the third. Tied at 23. Page, left side to Hightower. Underneath Pittman, sends it across the lane for Imatici. Double teamed, back out to Page. Her three off the back of the rim, no good. Imatici claims another one. Handed it off to Hightower. It's loose on the floor, and Imatici tried to bounce it off of Ince, and it didn't work.
Yeah, great series right there for the Leopardettes.
And Perry tried to drive the lane, got a reach-in foul called on the Lady Comets. And
I'll tell you what, as poor as each team is shooting from three-point range, by golly, they're going to keep shooting them.
They're going to keep shooting. One of them's
They
going to
are
drop.
going to keep shooting them.
Hightower whistled for that foul, her first. That's the first foul here in this second half. They'll lob to McGowan, top of the key off the inbounds. Send it over to Malacote. They've got numbers now. Malacote down the lane, but too strong. Ince claims the rebound and puts it back in.
Good hustle from Chloe Ince. A good, strong finish right there because there was contact.
And the half-court shot does not drop for Page, and the Leopardettes have come back to take a 2-point lead at the end of three. 25-23, Leopardettes at the end of three. This is going to be a fun fourth. Do not go away. We're back with more Leopardette basketball after this timeout. Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
We get ready to start the fourth. 25-23, Leopardettes up by 2. Glenn tells us that three-point shooting was not real good in that quarter by either team.
No, it wasn't. We were 0 for 7. They were 0 for 5. We did not win that quarter, but I still predict if we win or tie the fourth quarter, we will win this game.
Okay. I'm liking how you're taking the math very seriously.
Yeah, adjusting my my prediction there, but I think I got a good one right there.
So Leopardettes will have the ball to start the final stanza of this one with a 2-point lead. Russell to the right side for Malacote, back to Russell. Ince out to McGowan for 3, skips across, no good. Ince and Apollo go after it, and Malacote comes up with the loose ball.
Great hustle by Malacote and Ince.
Perry up top, sends it over to Ince left corner. She'll take it baseline, skip it all the way to the left side, intended for Malacote, but too strong on the pass. Leopardettes turn it over.
Yeah, Chloe didn't know her own strength right there.
Turn the Bionics down just a little bit.
Yep.
Page brings it across. They try to screen for Sutherland. She does come and get it, and they says, now somebody come screen. He'll try to work to that right wing, gets it in the corner. Page looks to penetrate, comes back to Apollo. Apollo takes it down, dumps it intended for Forsyth, and Forsyth not ready for the pass. It'll go out of bounds. Leopardettes get it back.
Yep. Like to get a score right here just to make it a 2-score game where we can kind of breathe a little bit.
A little bit. Russell over to Malacote in the corner, back to Russell, all the way to the left side. And sends it back over. Coach Cater's picked the best spot in the world to stand, which is right in front of me.
Yeah, now he's moving over in front of me.
Russell. Ince lost it when she went down, and it's still loose. It's still loose, and finally corralled. Waite comes away with it. 1-on-4, blew the layup. Apollo Blue getting the rebound. McGowan did grab it. So here come the Leopardettes.
Now, we might have got a break there. I think we might have had some contact, but the girls were moving so fast.
Malacote for 3 from the right wing.
I was just going to say, if somebody will hit a 3, that might break it open.
28-23 Leopardettes. In the corner for Page. Works back up to the wing, goes to Apollo in the right corner. McGowan on her, skip it back to Waite. Forsyth back up top to Page, turns down to 3, comes over to Apollo. She'll drive the baseline, and blocking foul is going to be called on Chloe Ince underneath. Just her first, but that will put Chelsea Apollo at the free throw line for the first time tonight. So Chelsea Apollo, the 6-foot-tall senior, drains that one. Gives her 7 in the ball game. Pittman checks in. Forsyth will check out for the Lady Comets. Second free throw from Apollo on the way. That one is also good. 28-25. Leopardette lead is 3. Again, the full court pressure. Perry over to Russell. Back to Perry. Wide open McGowan underneath. Across to Ince, who's fouled going up. Chloe Ince will head to the free throw line. The foul called on Carly Page is her second team foul, but this will be 2 free throws for Chloe Ince. Chloe's got 4 points in the ball game. And her first missed free throw. I didn't even mention the free throws. She was 2 for 2 her last trip, but she missed that one.
Yep.
5:47 left in the ball game. Leopardettes have a 4-point lead now as Chloe hits that one. 29-25 Leopardettes. Page will push it across. Left side, Waite has it. And stolen away. Leopardettes come away with the turnover. That is now 17 turnovers in the game for the Lady Comets. Inside, McGowan turns around, left-hander up and in for Maddie.
Yeah, Chloe Ince on the other end. The girl just put it right in front of her, and she just took it, knocked it away from her, and Leopardettes go down the other end and find a wide open Maddie for the 2.
Up top of Paula between the circles to the high post. Pittman back out to Page. Her 3 from the right side's off the top of the backboard. Cannon Russell has it for the Leopardettes. The Leopardettes with a 6-point lead, 5 minutes left in the ball game. Russell over to Perry. And trap comes. She's got to get away from it. Page will knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Leopardettes. And Hightower is going to check into the ball game. Waite will check out. Russell in the backcourt will get the inbounds as we're under 5 left in the ball game. And Russell walks it across into the corner. Malacote double teamed, lost the handle. Perry ends up with it. McGowan drives down, sends it back up top. Russell with it. Up to Ince over the right side. Malacote turns it down. The floater from the baseline off the mark. Rebound is loose, but Pittman comes away with it. Pittman takes it to the free throw line, stops, sends it back out to Sutherland. They right there on her on the 3-point line. Good recovery. Hightower, the backdoor cut.
Yeah.
Pass is loose. Perry comes away with a basketball.
They're just doing everything they can to try to get it to Sutherland, and the Leopardettes have that door closed.
This is exactly what they need to do, is they need to play keep away right here and just keep passing the ball and not turn it over. And I didn't get it said quick enough as McGowan's pass too far and out of bounds.
We've tried this before. We're not too good at it. Not
3:55 left. Coach Gator wants a timeout, and he's going to take a 30. We'll take it with him. 3:55 left in the ball game. 6-point Leopardette lead. We'll come back after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
(31-25) Leopardettes with a 6-point lead. They've pretty much led this, Glenn, from start to finish. The Lady Comets had a lead for about 2 minutes.
Yep.
And Leopardettes took it back, and just before they're right there at the end of that third quarter, and they're hanging on here by 6, but we've still got 3:55 left. It's a lot of time, and Lady Comets right now, you're going to try to figure out how to get back in this one.
Well, you've got them on the road, and that's the thing is when you go on the road, shooting percentage is generally going to go down. And it definitely has for them.
Waite tried the three from the left side. It wouldn't go. The Leopardettes knocked the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with Dickson. Apala, left elbow, drives the lane, got a screen off underneath and an easy basket for Chelsea Apala. She's in double figures with 10. It's 31-27. Leopardettes still have a 4-point lead. McGowan had her pass tipped, got it back, tipped again. Perry lost it, sent him down the floor. Sutherland saves it. Hightower drives down, runs over Ince. If we're going to say Ince didn't get there in time, and Hightower is going to get a couple of free throws here.
Yeah, that trap is really giving us problems.
Yeah, and I think that the one thing I want to scream and yell is get rid of the basketball before the trap gets there.
Yeah.
Hightower, nothing but net on her first free throw. Makes it a 31-28 ball game. Hightower's second one just like the first. 31-29, Leopardettes still have the lead, but dwindling. Malakote to Russell. Lost it. Hightower, the wide open layup, and we are tied at 31. A 6-0 run. Leopardettes now with some work to do, 3 minutes to go. Russell splits a double team, gets to the other end of the floor, leaves it for McGowan, out to Perry, 3-ball on the way from Cameron is good.
What a basket. What a time for a basket.
34-31, 2:40 left in the ball game. Page left side. Sutherland gets it out near the half line, works left down the middle of the lane, stripped as she went in. Malakote had the Apala come in from behind. It's a jump ball. Dickson has it. As Emily Stone will come in and give to Chloe Ince a break. And Apala is also going to check out of the ball game. Imatichi back in for the Lady Comets. 2:29 left in the ball game. Leopardettes up by 3. Hightower run off the three-point line, ran into her own girl. Pittman into the lane, dumps it down to Imatichi, turns around on Stone, puts it up too strong, rebound is loose, and Malakote comes away with it.
Riley, little girls, you bring it down like that, they're going to get it.
Stone at the high post, out to Malakote. Malakote trying to get away from Sutherland. Works down the right side, the backdoor cut. Russell pass was too strong. It's loose on the floor, and Leopardettes turn it over. That's their 15th in the game. Page pushes the other way, and she'll pull back out with 1:50 to go. Sutherland back over to Page. Up to Pittman between the circles. She'll drive the lane, puts up the left-hand floater, and it'll go in for Cayman Pittman. Timeout Dickson, 1:34 left to go in the ball game. It's a 1-point Leopardette lead. Let's keep it here for this timeout. Leopardettes need to hang on to the basketball here. I think that's the one thing that and now you start looking, you got 1:34 to go. There's a 1-point game. If you're looking to foul, you've just got 2 fouls. You've got 5 fouls to give for both these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. You might want to play a little more aggressive just to get some fouls. Of course, you don't want Maddie's got 3, Chloe's got 3, Emily's got 2. But other than that, maybe play a little bit more aggressive just in case you need it right there at the end. And same for Dickson. They kind of need to have that same mentality, which, they're out there trapping and bodying up, so they're doing what they can.
So Perry to bring it in. Malakote gets it. Here comes the trap to McGowan. Over to Perry. Leopardettes have numbers. Stone at the other end. Lays it up and in.
Great job of moving the ball with the pass. And that ball never hit the floor after the first dribble.
Apala drives down. Shot too strong. Perry comes away with a rebound. Jump ball. Leopardettes have the possession arrow. Fist pump from Cameron Perry on that one.
Yep.
1:13 to go. Leopardettes have the ball in a 3-point lead. McGowan gets the inbounds, gets it to Russell.
Reverse the ball.
Perry.
Reverse the ball.
Lost it, but Malacote comes away with it. Malacote pushes all the way down, and Coach Cater's trying to call a timeout.
They got a foul. We'll take the foul.
I was hard to say, one foul, and we got a timeout. Which way are you going to call it here?
Well, I think he actually got the timeout before the foul, but we'll take the foul.
Yep, they're going to give him the timeout. And Coach Cater goes, man. So, a minute 2 left in the ball game. Again, we'll keep it here. Now it's a 60-second timeout. Let's take a 30-second. We'll send it to JD. Be back after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live. (36-33), the Leopardettes with a 3-point lead. They also have the basketball. And looking to try to close this one out. This would be a huge win for this Leopardette team. This Dickson team is no slouch. Ranked number 15 in the state in 3A.
Yeah, 7-3. Beat us by 7 at their place last time we played them. So, this would be a huge win.
But you got a minute 2. There's a lot of basketball still left to play.
Yep.
So Malacote will inbounds. And you got to get it in. Finally they do. Stone will come away with it. Ooh, that was so close to a 5-second count.
I think that guy got to 4 and forgot what was after it.
Malacote trying to get away from Pittman. Pittman will come back and pick up the foul, and that's just her second and only the third team foul. Let's go back to what we were talking about. Down to 51 seconds here. There's going to be if you can play keep away, they're going to have to do a lot of fouls and lose a lot of time here just to try to get us to the free throw line. Russell gets it, goes right back to Malacote. Again, they come with the trap. Hand it to Russell. Russell over to McGowan. Perry left wing. Back up top to Russell. Russell gets away from Apala.
Back out.
Stone
Back
at
out.
The high out. And we'll get the foul as Hightower reaches in. Her second.
I love this clock running.
Yeah, no kidding. 34.6 left in the game.
17 seconds ran off right there.
And again, Leopardettes still with a 3-point lead. Perry to inbound, still looking. Finally got it to Stone in the left corner. She'll dribble up to the wing. Pittman. Russell gets it back from her. Comes back to Perry. We're down to 23 seconds. Perry gets away from the trap. Goes all the way to the baseline. Sends it to McGowan and foul called. And down to 18 seconds left in the ball game. And that foul goes on Carly Page, her third. And again, just a 15 foul.
Yeah, they've got 2 more. The clock is dwindling.
Perry to inbounds. Lobs it for McGowan. She'll grab it. Trap comes. Under Malacote. Malacote runs away. 10 seconds left. And ball loose, but picked up by Stone. 5 seconds left to Malacote. Malacote running away. The Leopardettes are going to pull it off, and they will pick up the win. 36-33. Lindsay knocks off the 15th ranked Lady Comets by 3. What a ball game.
Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. And we did win the fourth quarter by 1.
How much money did you put on that wager, by the way?
A lot.
Well, congratulations to the Lindsay Leopardettes. They have punched their ticket to the semifinal game tomorrow night. That game at 6 o'clock. The Comanche Lady Indians will be their foe come up tomorrow night. So tickled to death to see the Leopardettes pull that one off. We're going to send it back to JD. We'll take a timeout. We'll finish up these final numbers before we head to the boys game. We'll be back after this. Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Back here to wrap up the Lindsay Leopardettes as they've defeated the number 15th ranked team in Class 3A, the Dickson Lady Comets. 36-33 the final score. Our officially unofficial numbers for that ball game is for the Lady Comets. Have one player in double figures. Chelsea Apala finishes with 10 in the ball game. 7 from Cayman Pittman, 6 from Chloe Hightower, 4 from Maria Sutherland, who had, 20 points against us last time we played?
Yes, 20 points last time.
And we held her to 4 points tonight. Great job from Cannon Russell keeping her covered up. 3 points from Emma Waits, 2 from Carly Page, and a free throw from Ava Forsyth. And I have the Lady Comets 6 of 8 from the charity stripe. For the Leopardettes, they had 2 players in double figures. Maddie McGowan finishes with 11 points in the ball game. And 10 from Cameron Perry. She had 3 threes in the game tonight. 5 points from Emily Stone and also from Chloe Ince. 3 from Brayley Malacote, who hit a huge 3 in that fourth quarter. And then 2 points from from Cannon Russell rounds out the scoring for the Leopardettes. I had them 7 of 13 from the free throw line. 27-21, the Leopardettes out-rebound the Lady Comets by 6, and they forced Dickson into 18 turnovers. Even though the Leopardettes had 15 of their own, they still come away with that 3-point win. Glenn, let's talk about some of those shooting numbers. Did we improve any in the second half?
We did improve in the second half. We were 5 for 10 from 2-point range, much better than the 2 for 15 from 2-point range in the first quarter. We were 2 for 10 from 3-point range in the second half. So that's a total of 7 for 25, and that is 28% from 2-point range, 5 for 19 from 3-point range for a total of 12 for 44 from the field for 27%. Dickson actually outshot us. They were 12 for 22 from 2-point range, and but their bugaboo was they were 1 for 20 from 3-point range. 1 for 20. That box and one forced them into taking shots that they were not comfortable with, as you could see. because when you're comfortable shooting threes, you're going to make a certain percentage, but they definitely were not comfortable or were very off tonight, and that could have been, the Christmas break. That's something we talked about, that we've got the game after break over with, the first game jitters out, and kind of settled down, and 5 for 19 is respectable from three-point range, but 1 for 20 really did them in, and so kudos to the Leopardettes. Great game plan on the defensive end, and it played out well when they got the victory.
And again, they'll play the Comanche Lady Indians tomorrow night at 6 o'clock right here at Leopard Arena in that semifinal game. So let's send it back up to JD. We'll switch gears and get set for a boys game. The Lindsay Leopards set to take on the Comanche Indians, and we'll talk about that one coming up right after this timeout. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on your sports leader in South Central Oklahoma, KBLP Live.
Comets Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
So we're back to get set up for a boys matchup. The Lindsay Leopards get set to take on the Comanche Indians, and the Leopards coming off of a close win over the Lexington Bulldogs on Tuesday night, 56-50 in that ball game, but 27 points from Ryan Kennedy in that one, and 16 of those in the second half. Lived at the free throw line, and I think this ball game may come down to that. They've got Hunter Lashley is a 6'4" junior that plays for Comanche, and he is probably going to be who's going to have to match up against Kennedy on the inside. But outside of that, this is really, I think the Leopards are going to have a size advantage here. The one thing I don't know that they have is going to be a quickness and an aggressive. This is a very aggressive team here. The head coach is Anthony Bowie. He was at Deer Creek as the interim coach and the lead assistant, and they hired him this last year. This is his first year there, but so he's been at Deer Creek and has played some big schools up there, so he knows what it's like for big school basketball to come out here and take on this serious school. But he's kind of got them going. Their 3 losses came against Newcastle, who's number 6 in 4A, lost that one pretty big, but lost to Latta, who was number 9 in 2A by 3 in overtime in that Latta tournament, and then ended up losing to Silo, who's number 20 in 3A, and only lost that one by 6.
Mm-hmm.
So their 3 losses, 2 of those 3 came against highly ranked teams in very close games.
Yep.
So this is not a 3-3 team that you're going to take lightly.
Yeah, and they were close losses for the most part. I mean, overtime loss to Latta, definitely not a slouch, and especially at their place. So we'll see what we can get done tonight against the Comanche Indians.
So the starting lineup for the Comanche Indians, number 2 is Colby Shannon. He's a 5'9 sophomore. Number 4 is Dylan Ellis. He's a 5'9 junior. His twin Miles Ellis is also a good ball player. We'll see him tonight as well. Number 5 is Corbin Bowen. He's a 6-foot-tall junior. Number 12 is that Hunter Lashley, the 6'4 junior. And then number 32 is Briar Blair. Blair is a 5'10 junior. Again, the head coach for the Comanche Indians is Anthony Bowie.
Yeah.
The Lindsay Leopards 10-1 on the season. They are ranked number 11 in the state in Class 3A. And see what the Leopards can do here tonight against the Comanche Indians. They will start this way. Number 1 is Mitchell Henson. Henson is a 5'10 senior. Number 3 is Ryan Kennedy. He's a 6'6 senior. Number 11 is Bryson Watts. Watts is a 6-foot-tall junior. Number 23 is Caleb Ince. He is a 6-foot-tall junior. And then number 34, make sure I get this right, number 33 is Jaden Watts. Watts is a 6-foot-tall senior. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards in his first season here in Lindsay, David Davidson. He's assisted by Joe Foster and Will Kaufman. And Andrew, if you can turn my headset down just a tad, please. It's blowing my eardrums out. Thank you. We get set for this one. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here courtside as we have J.D. Scruggs up on the laptop, Andrew ESPN Lion on the camera, and Brianna Miller back at our studios in Lindsay getting us out on the airwaves.
Yeah, and Brian Blair is an outstanding player for Comanche. Him and Lashley are the 2 main players, and we're going to have our hands full tonight.
Kennedy and Lashley to tip it away. Kennedy controls it easily into the backcourt, and they're not going to let Ensign bring it up easy. He'll take it all the way down against Dylan Ellis. Now he'll pull it back out, set it up. Right side, Bryson underneath Jaden at the left elbow, turns around, free throw line, jumper off the mark, and rebound is pulled down by Bowen. And again, these guys will go quick, and they are going to be in your face all night long. Dylan Ellis on the drive, sends it out left side. 3-ball on the way from Bowen, will not drop. Hit the rim a couple of times, but Ince will clear it for the Leopards. Henson brings it up. Kennedy sets up at the high post. Jaden left side to Bryson between the rings. Caleb Ince, he'll get it back out to Henson. They'll reset. JD maybe turning back up just a shade. Underneath Ince, and turned around. Bryson could not get that one to drop. Rebound tipped in the air, and it'll be pulled down by Blair.
He was so wide open he didn't realize it. Yeah, and you can't get Blair that open of a look.
Blair right down Main Street, left-hand side, laid it in. 2-0 lead early here for Comanche. Jaden over to Ince left side. Got it to Kennedy. Kennedy turnaround, left it way short. Shannon with the miss will push it up. He'll take it into the lane, out into the corner. Lashley for 3, and that's actually a long 2, and it'll drop in though. Hunter Lashley. And it's a 4-0 run to start the game for Comanche. Ince right wing. Up top, Jaden to Bryson, left side. Henson lobs it inside, back out to Caleb. Caleb Ince drives down, leaves it for Jaden. Jaden drives in, tried to dump it down, pass is tipped, and the Leopards turn it over. Leopard offense has not gotten untracked yet, and we'll get a blocking foul called on Caleb Ince as Corbin Bowen went to penetrate. Again, these guys will drive all night long, and you're going to have to get in front of them. Caleb Ince, the first foul of the game. They'll lob it up top to Ellis. Dylan Ellis drives in, sees it outside to Blair. Blair down the baseline. They insulate to get there, but he missed the shot short. Caleb comes up with the rebound. Outlet for Henson. He'll send it to Jaden Watts, right corner. Back to Henson. And they'll look to reset. Ince into the left corner for Bryson. Back up top to Jaden. Over to Henson. Henson drives the lane. Double team. Lost the handle. Got it back. A lot of contact there that didn't get called at all, but Henson will get it back. They'll reset. Ince over to the right side. Jaden. Jaden to the elbow. Comes back up top to Henson. Again, low post. And Kennedy finally takes it baseline side, puts it up and in.
Yeah, good move. Kennedy's wanting the ball.
And we're going to have a timeout.
Not sure what.
I don't know either. Make them bring it back in. Not sure what that was about, but 4-2. Comanche on top. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Ellis picks up his dribble. Needs some help. And Bryson, I thought, nearly picked that one off. Bowen will have it over on that right wing. He'll flip it over to Blair. Blair, as Bryson falls down, gets into the free throw line, sends it out left side. Ellis' shot on the way and good. The long two for Dylan Ellis makes it a 6-2 ball game.
Yeah, it all goes through Ryan Blair. You know, you got to make sure you keep him under control.
Yeah, Bryson's hurt. He's limping on that right leg pretty bad. And the officials will give a timeout to get him out of the game. Number 24, Andon Register, the 6'3 senior, checks in for the Leopards to replace Bryson. And that's not a good sign. Leopards do not need him hurt. So Henson gets the inbounds as they'll bring it up the floor. Ince gets it right side, goes right back to Henson. Henson turnaround jumper, can't get it to drop. Loose rebound. Kennedy comes away with it, but has it stripped. Jaden tracks it down in the corner. They don't pick him up. He has his shot blocked. And then a jump ball as he tied it up going after that miss. And it'll be possession arrow for the Indians. They've got the arrow going their way. 4:10 left, 6-2, Comanche on top. Ellis on the handle, right down the lane, off the glass, too strong. Caleb's got his third rebound.
We got to get them out of the lane. They've just been in the lane too much on the offensive end.
Register goes back to Henson, right side. Henson looking at Register. He'll come back to Ince up top instead. Kennedy pops out, turns down to three, takes Lashley down the baseline, laid it up too short. Rebound pulled down by Lashley. Bowen will bring it up. Goes right side. Long three from Shannon is short. Lashley, though, tacks down a long rebound out in the corner. Register hounds him there. He puts up a prayer of a shot that doesn't go. Henson with it for the Leopards. They'll push the other way with numbers. Lashley slow to get there. And Ryan Kennedy down the baseline, drops it up and in. Leopards back within two, 3:05 left in the first. Bowen goes right back over to Ellis. Ellis to the elbow, into the lane, turns around, good defense, and then driving from the right side and missing it short. Blair blew that one, and
we got a break there. And again, how many times you said in the lane?
Ince tips the rebound out to Kennedy off the missed shot. Watts will give it to Henson to reset. Watts, right wing. Jaden, that is. Henson looks to back down, comes back out to Jaden on the wing. Kennedy between the circles says, here, give it to me. They'll set up, Henson right side. They'll lob the Ince low post right side. He'll turn around, step through in the lane, can't get it to drop. Rebound tipped, but Corbin Bowen comes away with it for Comanche. He will push the other way, full head of steam, right down the lane, and rejected. Ryan Kennedy's there. Watts ahead to Ince, who can't catch up with it, and the Leopards turn it over. Blair will back it back out with 1:50 to go here in the first. Again, to the baseline for Ellis. Ellis cuts up his dribble, needs some help. He'll skip it all the way over to the right side for Bowen. He needs help. Hands off for Blair. Blair gets a screen from Lastly, takes it to the baseline. Kennedy right there with him, and we're going to get a foul called or timeout called.
Timeout.
1:31 left here in the first. 6-4, Comanche by 2. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Come back after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Comets Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Six 6-4, Leopards by 2. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. And see what, Comanche, they are go, 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 go. There is no slowdown in their game, and the Leopards have let them drive the lane too much.
Yeah, they've been in the lane way too much.
Bowen will inbound on the baseline, gets it out to Lastly in the corner. Register out there on him. And throws it back up top. Dylan Ellis with the basketball. Henson stays with him. They set the screen for Shannon up top. Kennedy ends up out on him. Dylan again, as Coach Bowie changes the play. Lashley comes to set the screen. The Leopards give away. Again, there's Register with the rejection. But there's Bowen with the rebound. His three off the mark, and Register comes away with a miss.
Big block by Register right there.
The Leopards are going to spread the floor themselves now. 40 seconds to go. We've seen this before.
Yeah, and they're pretty good at it.
And Comanche looks like they're actually just going to let them do it. 30 seconds left. Clock down to 25, and Henson will come get it to get things ready to roll. Comanche stays in that man. Double screen set up down low, ready to go whenever they get to go, and they get down to 10. Henson works toward that left side. Jaden pops out, gets it left side. Back to Henson, or to Henson. Gets the Register elbow. Register drives in, lost the handle on it. Got it out to Watts. Jaden for three. It will not go at the buzzer. And a very low scoring game as Comanche has a 6-4 lead at the end of one. We'll send it back to JD. Some words for sponsors. The second quarter coming up from Leopard Arena right after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
Leopards will get the ball to start the second quarter. They trail by 2. Bryson Watts is back after that ankle that was bothering him. Looks like they've taped it up for him, and he's still working that right ankle some, but he's back on the floor. That's a good sign. Number 0, Gunnar King, has checked in for Comanche during that timeout. Henson on the handle. Ince pops out left side, goes right back to Henson. Henson underneath, gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy puts it up and in. That's a tough shot for Ryan.
Yeah, good find right there. Good drive and dish from Mitchell.
Ties the game at 6. Dylan Ellis on the handle. Shannon gets it right side. Ince is on him. Comes over again. Ellis nearly got away from Henson. Into the lane, comes back to Shannon. Shannon looks to drive in. Cut off by Watts. Bryson, good defense there. Register out on Lashley, out on the corner. And lobs it all the way back up top to Bowen. Ellis with it left side. Leopards have kind of turned up the defensive intensity themselves here in the second quarter. Lashley comes and sets the screen. Hesitation down lane and a rejection by Ryan Kennedy. As Ellis went in for that layup. Out of bounds, though, it'll stay with the Indians.
We might need to start keeping block shots.
Maybe. Bowen all the way up top to Shannon. Comes right back to Bowen in the corner. He'll work back to the wing. Cuts back into the lane. Tried to draw some contact from Ryan there. Didn't work.
Ryan pulled a chair on him.
Shannon drives down. And there's Henson with the great defense. Takes it away from him. And Henson drops it down to Bryson Watts. Out to Kennedy, and they'll set it up. Henson works to the wing, comes to Kennedy between the circles. Right side Register into the corner for Bryson. Bryson looks underneath it. Ince comes back up top to Henson instead. Register. Up top, Bryson. Wide open three from Bryson. No, can't get it to drop. Rebound, Gunnar King. Pushes it ahead, right wing. Corbin Bowen, he'll pull it back up top. Kennedy on him. He lost the handle, got it back. Now he'll get it to Shannon out between the circles. Watts is right there on him. He's got a count going. Got it away. King in the corner. Underneath, Ellis, double team. Can't get away from it. Comes back out into the corner. Down the baseline, out of bounds. King lost it. That'll be the third turnover on Comanche.
Outstanding defense right there from the Leopards. Inside and out.
So Ellis stays with Henson all the way up the floor. Register pops out, gives it to Watts between the circles over to Ince. He'll bring it back up top. Register back to Henson between the rings. Left side Ince to Kennedy, low post left side. Turns around, tough shot, will not go, and Lashley with the miss.
Lashley's got about 50 pounds on Ryan, and he's using them every time he goes up. He's kind of leaning on him.
Lashley between the rings. Register on the defense there. Takes the handoff to Bowen. Sends it over on the right ring to Shannon. Shannon tried to get it to Ellis. Tipped out of bounds, though. The defense there from Henson. Number 32, Briar Blair, checks back in. Shannon will get a breather. So Bowen to inbounds. He'll get it into Ellis in the backcourt. Looks to drive in. Henson, good defense there. Tough shot. Ince with his fourth rebound now.
Yeah, Ellis is now 1 for 5 from the floor.
Register. We balance the floor here. Henson gets it back. Ince comes to get it right side. Register up top to Bryson. Back over to Register. They're backing off to double team Kennedy underneath. Register's going to have to be able to do something just like that right there. Gives Ince a wide open three from the left corner that's well short. Hunter Lashley with the miss. Bowen will bring it up. Sends it right side. King into the corner. Blair down the baseline. We're cut off, comes back out. Tried to go to Lashley. Ball's tipped loose in the lane. The floater does not drop for Ellis. And Bryson Watts comes away with the Leopard rebound. Henson takes it right down the lane. Can't get the floater to go, but rebound tipped around, and the Register ends up with it. Underneath to a wide open Caleb Ince, who got the basket, and the Leopards have their first lead of the night at 8-6.
Yeah, somebody lost their man there.
No kidding. Bowen on the drive, cut off by Kennedy. Comes back up top, sends it all the way to King. King has a wide open three that won't drop. Register with Lashley all over him, got it away. Good rebound from Register there. Henson drives in, gets to the free throw line, sends it to Kennedy out on the right wing. Bryson between the circles. Henson left wing. Down low, Ince puts it up, left it short. Rebound tipped by Ince, out to Register. Comes back to Bryson in the corner, back up top, Kennedy. Ince left side underneath Henson. He'll turn around on Ellis. Got it in the end one! Leopards up by 4 now at 10-6. Foul called on Dylan Ellis. It's his first. That's the first team foul. Number 23, Bladen Cook, the 5'9" senior, checks in for the Indians. And in for the Leopards, number 10, Ty Ferguson, the 5'7" senior. Register will get a break along with Caleb Ince. As Jaden Watts is back in as well. 11-6 as Henson hits the free throw. In the lane, Blair sends it out over to Cook, who draws up the three, can't get it to drop, rebound loose, and Blair will come away with it. Can't get away from Ferguson, though, and he'll get it to Bowen on the left wing. Leopards up by 5 with 2:20 to go. Bowen needs some relief here. Cook at the left wing has Bryson out on him. Lastly will get out in the corner. Fires the three. It's a bare ball. Rebound landed right into the hands of Cook, who could not get that one to go in, and Henson comes away with that one.
I saw Lashley shooting threes, 6'4", but he was shooting threes in warm-up.
So 1:53 to go. Leopards still with a 5-point lead. Jaden from the corner gets around his man, puts up a 20-footer that won't drop. Lastly with his 5th rebound now, and Miles will walk it up with 1:40 to go. And good defense there. Jaden Watt stepped right in front of Corbin Bowen and interrupted him long enough for the 4th turnover to happen for Comanche. So 1:35 to go. Bryson on the right wing. Comes to Ferguson between the circles. Jaden to Henson on the left wing. They'll lob it inside. Kennedy double teamed. The reverse won't drop. He tips the rebound. Ferguson has it. Up top to Henson as they'll reset with 1:15 to go. Jaden right side. Comes up top to Henson.
Lastly is sucking wind down there now, I tell you what.
He is working hard.
Yeah.
Kennedy double teamed up top. Ferguson for 3. No, it won't drop. Miles with the miss. He'll take it coast to coast. Floats it in the air. Henson with the rebound. 3-on-3. Henson right down, leaves it behind him for Jaden Watts to lay it in. What a job by Henson.
Yeah.
And Jaden Watts running the floor.
Yep.
Leopards are on a 9-0 run. Blair trapped in the corner. Can't go anywhere. And a timeout is going to be called by Bowie with 30 seconds left. Saves that possession as the Comanche down by 7, 13-6. They had to lead 6-4 at the end of one, and the Leopards have outscored them 9-0 here in this second quarter. You mentioned the shooting in the first quarter. It was what? They were 3 of 11, and we were 2 of 11 in the first quarter?
Yeah, it's a little better, but I tell you what, it's not a whole lot better here in the second half. It's definitely not good for Comanche. Dare I say, Comanche has not scored this quarter.
They have not. And the Leopard defense, and I mentioned when we first started the quarter, Leopards have turned up the intensity on defense, and it has really started to bother them.
Yep.
So 30 seconds left here in the first half. Leopards with a 7-point lead, but Comanche has the basketball. So Dylan Ellis will bring it in from the corner. Henson right in front of him. They'll get it in, give it right back to him. He'll bring it up top to set it up. Lastly comes to set the screen. Kennedy picks him up on the switch. Shannon up top to Bowen. Again, Lashley comes to set the screen. Good job of picking him up on the pick and roll. Ellis drives in. Rejection by Kennedy. Kennedy one-on-one, spin move in the lane, and he'll get fouled. And went down pretty hard there, but
what a defensive play by Ryan Kennedy, just with the smaller player and just stuffed him, and then had the wherewithal to gather the block shot and then go coast to coast and get fouled right here.
He picked up the foul on Dylan Ellis, his second. In fact, he's got both of the team fouls for Comanche. And Ryan Kennedy at the line cannot hit that free throw. Could make it an 8-point game if he can get this one to go. Just 4 seconds left before halftime. And that one will go. 14-6 Leopards, 4 seconds left. Bowen will race up the floor, stops at half court, and that one was on line, grazed the rim.
Grazed the front of the rim.
14-6 Leopards as they went on a 10-0 run in that quarter, left Comanche scoreless in the second quarter to lead by 8 here at halftime. We'll send it back upstairs with JD and Andrew, and we'll take a timeout. Glenn and I will figure out some numbers. We'll be back here at halftime right after this. This is the First National Bank halftime show from Leopard Arena and the Charles K. Haitley Classic for 2023 here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Back here at Leopard Arena at halftime, the Lindsay Leopards with an 8-point lead over the Comanche Indians, 14-6. And we talked about it being a low-scoring game. It was 6-4, Comanche by 2 at the end of one. But the Leopards went on a 10-0 run in that quarter to make it 14-6 and have an 8-point lead here at halftime. And the numbers are pretty simple to add up here, especially for Comanche. 2 for Dylan Ellis, 2 for Hunter Lashley, 2 for Briar Blair. That's it. That's their 6 points. And they did not attempt a free throw in that first half either. Leopards are led by Ryan Kennedy. He's got 7 in the first half. 3 from Mitchell Henson, 2 from Caleb Ince, and 2 from Andon Register. And the Leopards are 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 14 apiece on the rebounds, so they're dead even off the glass. But 5 turnovers for Comanche, 2 for the Leopards. And again, that adds up to an 8-point lead. But the shooting, Glenn, has been ugly really on both sides.
Yeah. Start with Comanche. Well, that second quarter they don't score, and they're 0 for 10 from the floor. They were only 3 for 11 the first quarter, and so that's combined 3 for 21, 3 for 16 from 2-point range, 0 for 5 from 3-point range for 14% from the field, and they didn't shoot a free throw. So the Leopards were only 2 for 11 in the first quarter. So definitely not their standard. Cleaned it up a little bit, but they were still only 4 for 12 in the second quarter. So they finished 6 for 19 from 2-point range, 0 for 4 from 3-point range for 6 for 23 for 26%. So 14% from Comanche, 26% from Lindsay, and that'll get you a low-scoring game pretty quick.
Pretty quick. So we'll hope the Leopards can improve on that, but keep the defensive intensity up here in this third quarter. And just to kind of bring you up to date maybe on some of the other games that happened today prior to our ball games. If we go back to this morning on the girls bracket, the number 1 seed Bethany Lady Broncos defeated Crooked Oak in that first game. And so Bethany moves to the semifinals. They will take on Plainview. Plainview defeated Sulphur earlier today. I heard that was an overtime game, I believe.
Yes, it was.
It was a pretty exciting game. The other side of that is Comanche and Pauls Valley girls. Comanche won that game, and I watched that one. Comanche came from behind late in that ball game and pulled off a 4-point win over Pauls Valley. So Comanche will play the Lindsay Leopardettes at 6 o'clock tomorrow night in the other semifinal game. So Bethany Plainview at 3:20, Lindsay Comanche at 6 o'clock, your 2 semifinal games in the winners bracket. And then Crooked Oak and Sulphur will play the first game tomorrow at 10 a.m. And Pauls Valley and Dickson play the other consolation semifinals at 12:40. On the boys' side, the number 1 seed Bethany Broncos defeated Plainview
by 3.
Are you serious?
A 1-8 matchup.
Wow.
That will tell you how tough this boys' side is when your 1 seed and your 8 seed is either 3 or 5, but it was
very
much closer than you would expect a 1-8 matchup to be.
Wow. So Bethany squeaks by to make it to their semifinal matchup, and they'll take on the Pauls Valley Panthers. Pauls Valley beat Dickson handily earlier tonight. And so Pauls Valley and Bethany play in one semifinal game. Crooked Oak, the 2 seed, defeated Sulphur. And so Crooked Oak will await the winner of this game. In the other semifinal matchup, Sulphur will await the loser of this game. Plainview and Dickson boys will play at 11:20 in their consolation semifinals. And then the Sulphur and the loser of this game will play at 2. And then again, the winner of this game plays Crooked Oak at 7:20. Bethany Pauls Valley at 4. So that gives you a lineup for tomorrow's matchups. The Leopardettes again, big win over the Dickson Lady Comets earlier when they came away with that 3-point win, and they get to play Comanche tomorrow night.
Yeah,
in the semifinals at 6 o'clock.
I watched that Crooked Oak Sulphur game, and I'm telling you what, Crooked Oak is the real deal. They're number 5 in Class 3A, and they've got a big boy that is going to be fun to watch him and Ryan go at it. And then they've got a kid on the outside that's their best player. He's about 5'8", 5'9". I wouldn't call him 5'10", but he's got long arms.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their
And he missed like his first 5 shots, but he finished the first half with 18 points, and you're sitting there going, he scored 18 points?
It's just very quiet.
Huh? Yeah. He just finishes at the rim. He just gets to the paint and finishes at the rim, and he's so smooth. And they were running a diamond and 1 on him, and they couldn't stop him. So it'll be interesting to see Mitchell Henson and that young man go at it. Should hopefully Lindsay win this game. Definitely want to come out and watch that matchup tomorrow, because that's going to be one for the ages.
Well, Comanche just now showed up as we're ready to start this third quarter. They spent the whole halftime in their locker room, didn't even come out and warm up. So
probably talking about that second quarter when they didn't score any points.
Yeah.
How do we not score any points?
Comanche does have the possession arrow, so they'll get the ball to start this third quarter. First National Bank halftime show here on KBLP, and we're back to business here as Miles will bring it across. Bowen comes to get it right side. Leopards stay in this tough man. The backdoor cut. Blair blew the layup. Lastly's there for the rebound and the putback, though.
Yeah, they didn't rotate to block out the blocker, help the helper.
Ince inside. Kennedy knocked away by Lastly. The Leopards give up an easy basket, and then on defense, or on offense, turn it over. Shannon, tough shot. Lastly ever tried to tip that rebound, but Ince comes away with it. That's Caleb's fifth rebound. Henson, right side to Bryson. Ince between the circles, over left side, Jaden. Jaden back up top. Henson goes over to Bryson, right wing. Back up to Kennedy. He steps out top of the key. Comes back to Henson. Now Ince wide open. 3-ball from Caleb on the way. Skips across, no good. Rebound Bowen. Miles on the handle. Gives it up to Blair. Lastly comes to set the screen. Again, the backdoor cut from Blair. This time we're going to get an offensive foul called. He started to call the charge, and the more he thought about it,
the Plainview coach was in his, or not the Plainview coach, the
Comanche
coach was in his ear.
It's the second personal. And turnover as Jaden Watts nearly came up with it. I thought he had it, but he steps on that sideline over there. So 6:44 left here in the third. It's 14-8. Leopards still hanging on to a 6-point lead. Miles to Blair. Lastly, and Bryson Watts nearly came up with another steal. Bowen gets it on the left swing. Lastly comes to set the screen. Again, they cover the pick and roll. Back out to Blair. He looks to penetrate, gets to the baseline, lays it up and in.
Yeah, Blair's a good player.
4-0 runs, and Leopards give up, and there's Ince. Got his first shot blocked, but he stayed with it, got it back, and put it back in the end.
Yeah, big basket right there by Ince.
Blair tries to drive in. Jaden Watts cuts him off. Miles back to Blair. Good defense from the Leopards again. Ellis in the lane, down low Lastly, pushes him under the basket. Long pass, gets it up out there in the corner. Shannon, the long three, high off the rim. Kennedy comes down with a miss. Kennedy takes it coast to coast, and great defense there. Miles gets his hand on it. A wide open three off the side of the backboard. Lastly lost that one, but it ends up in the hands of Bowen. Blair in the corner. Underneath Lastly. Double teamed, and now they're going to call a foul on the floor. And that'll go on Ryan Kennedy, his first. And Andon Register is going to check back into the ball game. Jaden Watts will get a breather. So 5:18 left here in the third. 16-10, Leopards by 6. But they have yet to score here. It's a 4-0 run to start this quarter for Comanche as Bowen has it on the wing. Bryson on the defense. Miles looking to post up Henson inside. Now he comes out to the wing. Gets into the lane, sends it up top. Shannon, Blair left side. Lastly underneath. Tries to turn around on Register. Ince tips the pass. Kennedy had it, but Blair knocks it out of his hand as he tried to get it to Ince, who was streaking the other way. 6 turnover on Comanche. Leopards still looking for their first points. Or their, I guess they did finally score in this quarter. Lob down to Kennedy, but can't come up with it.
Yeah, I need to put a little more air underneath that.
Shannon to Bowen right wing. Got around Ince. Comes back to Shannon. He's not afraid to shoot that three. It's way out there, and Ince comes away with that miss. Ince has got 7 rebounds on the night. Still a 6-point Leopard lead at 16-10. Ince. Henson on the wing. Comes back over to Caleb right wing. Gets to the free throw line. Caleb drops it in from there. 18-10. Leopards back to that 8-point lead. Their biggest of the game. And Kennedy with the steal. And nice job. Bryson Watts shielding off Corbin Bowen to allow Bryson to lay that one in, or
Mitchell.
to Henson to lay it in.
Yeah. Makes it a double-digit lead real quick.
Leopards go on a 6-0 run of their own to put it back up by 10. Shannon, again, Ince, that good defense. Knocks it in the backcourt. He gets it. Bowen's going to try a long three. It's an air ball. Rebound tipped. It's loose on the floor. Lastly, from the baseline, that one's off the mark. Caleb with another rebound. Quickly the other way. Kennedy puts it up and in. He'll get the and one. That will go on Hunter Lastly. That's just his first. But that puts the Leopard lead at 12, their biggest of the game. 3:34 left to go here in the third quarter. The Leopards let it get down to 4, and they've gone on an 8-0 run since then. Gunnar King is back in. Blair will check out. Kennedy at the line. 1 for 2 his last trip. That one won't go, but Caleb Ince comes away with the miss. Henson down the baseline, a reverse layup, high off the glass.
Oh,
It'll go.
wow. What an athletic play. Acrobatic, in fact.
24-10 Leopards, 3:20 left. Ellis between the circles, right side to King. Lastly, trying to post up underneath, and King threw it away.
Yeah, King saw Henson on him, and Henson was fronting him and tried to get him to come out of the post and just threw it out of bounds.
Number 4, Seth Padilla, the 6-foot senior, checks in, gives Caleb Ince a breather. Kennedy will come get the inbounds. And he'll give it up to Bryson. He'll set up the offense with 3 minutes to go here in the third. Leopards still with a 14-point lead now. Henson to register on the right wing. He'll come back up top to Padilla. Kennedy, right side, comes back to Henson, top of the key. He'll fire the three off the front of the rim, no good. And we're going to get a foul underneath, and I think they're going to get this on Lastly. They do. Hunter Lastly picks up his second as he was blocking out Henson over there.
He was blocking out Andon Register.
And
Register got up. He was ready to fight. Lastly just grabbed him and threw him to the ground. Andon was not real happy about that.
Bryson left wing off the inbounds from Henson. Ellis on him. Henson will come back and get it, and nobody picks him up. He'll go left side, wide open for Bryson from the corner for three. It doesn't go. Lastly claims it, and we'll get a reach-in called on Seth Padilla as he was going after that one. His first, team's third. So only had one foul on the Leopards called in the first half. They've had 3 already here in the second. Ellis will bring it up. Henson picks him up top of the key. Ellis into the lane, triple team, comes back out left to Shannon, up top, Bowen. Gets the screen from Lastly. Good job for Register to get out there and get in his face off that screen and forced a tough shot. And Bryson Watts comes away with it. Henson pushes it up the right side, got a screen underneath from Register, comes out to Padilla, who turned down the long shot. Kennedy will take it right down Main Street, put it up and in. 26-10 Leopards, a 12-0 run, their biggest lead of the game now with 1:50 to go in the third. And timeout called by Comanche with 1:45 to go, and the Leopards have opened up a 16-point lead. Let's send it up to JD. We'll take a timeout and be back after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank right here on your sports leader in South Central Oklahoma, FM 105 KBLP Live.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
26-10, Leopards by 16. There's a minute 45 left to go here in the third quarter. And then we saw Comanche come out and do a little 4-0 run to start this quarter. It was 14-10, and since then the Leopards have just gone on a tear.
Yeah, and turn back that defense back up, and defense has gotten them some easy baskets, but getting in the paint, getting inside, doing what they do offensively has built this lead.
Ince checks back in. Ty Ferguson's also back in. Lastly, turns around on Padilla. Register comes away over for the double, but I think they're going to get Register on the reach-in right there.
Yeah, you got to get there sooner and just get set, and then you don't foul.
Register's first, but this is going to put Lastly at the free throw line. This is the first free throws of the game for Comanche, and he'll drain that one. He's got 5 in the ballgame now. Stops the bleeding. And Lastly goes 2 for 2, makes it 26-12. As Thomas Dobbins, the 5'11 junior, checks in for the first time for the Indians. Lastly will check out. Full court pressure now from Comanche. Ferguson gets it to Ince. Ince comes across the timeline, gets it over to Register. Register looks to drive in and brings it back to Ferguson. Jaden right side underneath Register. He turns around on the inside, double teamed, and we'll get a reach-in foul called as Andon was looking to try to go score.
You're going to get Dobbins or no?
Nope. Got it on Dylan Ellis. That's his third.
Yep.
Ince to inbounds on the baseline. Out to Ty Ferguson in the corner. 3-ball on the way, skips across, no good. Rebound tipped out, but right into the hands of Ellis. Ellis takes it down, splits a double team, lays it up and in. Wow. That's a nice move from Dylan Ellis.
That was a nice move.
A minute 10 left, 26-14. Leopard lead is at 12. Jaden Watts on the handle out near the half line. Leopard's probably looking to try to run this down. Padilla comes back to Caleb. Ince to Register left side. Comes back up to Ferguson, over to Padilla. Ince down the baseline, steps around, missed it, rebounds tipped around, and they're going to say last touched by the Indians. It'll be Leopard basketball.
Yeah, fortunate right there. They couldn't corral it. A couple of them was same team fighting for it and went out of bounds, so Lindsay maintains possession.
Caleb Ince to inbounds on the baseline. Lob it all the way up top to Jaden with 40 seconds left. Miles on the defense. Excuse me, Dylan Ellis. I keep thinking of something I'm going to say, and I haven't said it yet. Miles is in my head. Padilla on the handle, goes to Register, top of the key, gives it right back to Padilla. He'll take it down, lay it up off the glass and in. Nice give and go.
That was
Command and Register.
Athletic move right there by Seth Padilla on the finish.
15 seconds left, 14-point Leopard lead. Ellis on the handle. Ferguson with a good defense. Register right there. They get it underneath to Dobbins, who couldn't get the shot to go, but the Leopards can't grab the rebound either. So with 8.1 seconds left, Comanche under their own basket with a basketball, down by 14. Ellis will inbound. Looking, still trying to find somebody, and then Leopards come up with the steal. Jaden Watts will circle back. Got 2. 1, and Ferguson, nearly came up with the circus shot at the buzzer, but the Leopards will have a 14-point lead at 28-14 at the end of 3. We'll send it back up to JD. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the start of the 4th. After this, Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
(28-14), Leopards by 14, and I said Miles, and this is where I'll bring it up. Dylan Ellis has a twin brother, Miles Ellis, and Miles is just as talented as Dylan is. Miles has not been in the game at all tonight. I don't know if he's sick, if he's on the bench. I haven't paid attention, but I'm a little surprised we have not seen Miles out there. But the Leopards get the ball to start in the fourth, up by 14, and Dylan Ellis is not making it easy on Henson. They get it away to Bryson. They'll lob to the high post to Caleb Ince. Right side to Jaden. Turn around from Kennedy off the low post. Doesn't go. Lastly comes away with his 8th rebound. Ellis gets it back from Shannon. Drives down. Circus shot won't drop. Caleb Ince with his 10th rebound. Jaden right wing. Looks to drive in, steps through, and it gets stripped as he's going in. Just the 4th turnover on the Leopards. A lot of contact right there, too. Blair sends that into the corner, and there is Kennedy knocking it away. Nice move. Kennedy to a stricken Henson behind him. The trailer gets an easy basket.
Yep. Defense right there. Defense caused that.
Blair down the baseline, gets to the other side, lobs it back up top for Shannon. There's a long three from Bladen Cook that goes in.
First 3 by either team tonight.
Again, full court pressure. Jaden gets it and says, all right, y'all just get out of here. I can handle this. Blair on the defense, and Jaden pushes up the floor. Gets to the left elbow, takes it all the way down, but put it up too strong. Lastly, comes away with a miss. Blair looks spin move in the lane, tried to dump it out to Ellis. Henson tipped it, but Ellis got it back. Cook says spread the floor. Ellis in the lane, spin move, tough shot. Rebound Jaden.
Yeah, he's now 2 for 11 from the floor.
Oh, nice move on the baseline and a nice find. Henson to Caleb Ince for the easy one. 32-17 Leopards, 6 minutes left in the ball game. Lastly underneath, double teamed, comes back out. Ince nearly tips that pass away. Blair goes down the baseline. Lastly, tough shot, rebound, loose on the floor, and diving for it. Who's the last to touch it? They're going to say it is Leopard basketball. So Bowen checks back in. Ellis is going to check out. Leopards get the basketball. Kennedy back to register. Now Henson gets it back. He'll take Shannon up that right side. Has it stripped, but he'll be fouled. And foul goes on Colby Shannon, his first. That is the 4th team foul. Both teams the 14 fouls here in the 4th quarter. 5:38 left. Leopards with a 15-point lead. Bryson will bring it in on the baseline. Lobs it all the way to Kennedy Howe on that right side. Lastly comes out on him. Ince left side. Up top Henson. Right side Kennedy. 3 ball from Ryan on the way is up and good. 12 in the ball game. 14 in the ball game now for Ryan. 35-17. Shannon, or excuse me, Cook tries to answer. Off the mark. And Henson will slow it up. 18-point Leopard lead. Register between the circles. Right side to Henson. Back up to Ince, top of the key. Back over to Register. The lob down low intended for Kennedy, too tall. Kennedy thought there might have been somebody behind me, but there wasn't. The Leopards will have their 5th turnover of the game. Shannon on the handle as he comes across. Blair left wing. Gets the screen from Lastly. Register picks up Blair. Blair drives the lane, puts up a tough shot. He got it to go.
Spin move.
Got all kinds of English on that ball.
Yeah.
35-19. Leopard lead is 16. Henson trying to get away from Bowen. Down the lane, sends it out to Register, who gives it to Bryson on the wing, and Henson will come back and get it. Ince left side. Back up to Register, top of the key. Henson right side. And Watts again falls down, but Henson gets it out to Ince. Kennedy, double team, gets it to Henson left side. Wide open three from Henson on the way, and it's good. Leopards have doubled up the Indians. It's 38-19, 3:50 to go. Blair comes to get it. Drives into the lane, cut off by Kennedy. Drives back to the baseline, goes underneath, leaves it for Lastly, and he'll get fouled on the shot. I think that'll go on Caleb, and that'll be his third. 15 foul on the Leopards. Lastly back to the line. He's got 6 points in the ball game, 2 for 2 at the line. And that one rattles through for him. Jaden Watts checks back in for the Leopards. And in Register gets a chance to catch his breath. Nope. Yeah. Lastly with a second free throw coming up. And that one is also good. 38-21. Leopards on top. 3.5 to go in the ball game. Henson on the handle. Kobe Shannon on the defense. Jaden left side. Up top, Bryson. Right side to Ince. He'll work toward the top of the key. Comes back to Henson. Leopards done a good job of just working the ball. Hoping they can get Kennedy open on that baseline or get somebody to cut through. And just like right there, Bryson cuts through, gets it to Caleb on the baseline, but he missed the shot. And then Caleb comes back and ties up Lastly, and possession arrow belongs with the Indians. 3:01 left in the ball game. Leopards still with a 17-point lead at 38-21. Shannon around the screen from Lastly. Right wing goes to Blair. And then Jaden Watts with the steal. Henson will come get it. Bowen right there with him. And Henson drives all the way down, dumps it to Caleb Ince, who went up for the shot but got blocked from behind. I believe Lastly will pick that one up. And that will be number 3 on Lastly. Caleb Ince will head to the free throw line. Caleb's got 8 points in the ball game, but he's got 11 rebounds in the game. He'll get a couple here. And that one goes in. This will give him a double-double if he gets it to drop. Caleb, second one on the way, and it won't. I jinxed him. Blair with the rebound. Double teamed, comes out to the Bowen on the right wing. Fakes the pass, drives down, dumps it back in the corner for Blair. Skip pass, and Henson steals it away. Henson one-on-one, the Euro step, leaves it for Kennedy, but they're going to get a foul, I think, as Henson is going to get to contact. That'll go on Corbin Bowen. That's just his first. 16 fouls, so since it's on the drive, there's no free throws yet. Gunnar King back in the game. Blair will sit for the Indians. Jaden Watts is going to trigger on the baseline for the Leopards off the inbounds. Kennedy drops to the top of the key to get the inbounds. Thought about a long three there and decided not to. In the game is number 15, Bryson Lastly. That is brother of number 12, Hunter Lastly. Kennedy stands with it, high on that right side. The backdoor cut, Bryson Watts, an easy one. 41-21, Leopards by 20, a minute 50 left in the ball game. Bowen to Bryson lastly. 3-ball right corner will not drop. Jaden Watts with the rebound. And Henson will bring it up, a minute and a half to go. The Leopards are going to
ice this one.
Yep. Try to. Shannon. Tough defense on Henson. Kennedy back to Henson. The backdoor cut for Kennedy and decided not to do it. Smart move there. Bring it back out. Let's run some more clock. Oh, Bryson again was wide open underneath on that backdoor cut. But again, the Leopards are more concerned about just getting this clock to run right now. Kennedy sends it over to Jaden. To Mitchell. Under a minute to go now. 41-21 Leopards by 20. And they're going to hang on to improve to 11-1 on the season. And move to play that Crooked Oak team that Glenn was telling us about a while ago as Hunter Lastly bats a pass out of bounds.
That's going to be a fun one now. I'm telling you right now.
And Coach Boyd sends in his subs. Thomas Dobson is back in. Number 13 is Cooper Epperson, the 5'9 freshman, and number 11 is Jackson Billingsley, the 6'1 senior. Leopards also send in their bench, and I may have to have some help here. 0 is Creed Taylor, the 5'10 sophomore. Number 5 is Parker Dodson, the 5'10 junior.
32 is Gustavo Torres.
Okay. As Taylor will get the inbounds in the backcourt.
22 is Braden Cater.
Braden Cater, I did know him. Bryce Cater.
Bryce Cater. And
Dodson with the basketball.
And number 13 is the best freshman on the junior high team that I don't know his name.
Oh, and there is Gustavo, who could not get that one to drop.
Let me see if I can get a name. Kim.
15 seconds left.
What? Number 13.
Back left side to Dobbins. Up top, Epperson.
Armando Hernandez.
Down to 1. Shot at the buzzer off the front of the rim. Will not drop for Bryson Lastly. 41-21. The Leopards with a 20-point win. And they'll move to the semifinal game at 7:20 tomorrow night to play the Roughnecks from Crooked Oak. So,
yeah, Comanche will play Sulphur.
Oh, okay. I should have been listening to what time he said because it surprised me. They caught me off guard. Just pay attention to what you're supposed to do, Greg. We're going to send it back up to JD. We'll take a quick timeout. Come with some final numbers for this one, and we'll wrap up day one of the Charles K. Hately Classic for 2023 right after this on KBLP.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
Back here at Leopard Arena to wrap up this boys matchup, the Lindsay Leopards with a 20-point win over the Comanche Indians, 41-21, the final score in this one. For Comanche, Hunter Lastly led the way. He had 8 points, and 6 points from Briar Blair, 4 from Dylan Ellis, and 3 from Bladen Cook. That rounds out the scoring for the Indians, who went 4 of 4 from the free throw line, all there in that second half. In fact, all 4 of them were Hunter Lastly, come to think of it. For the Lindsay Leopards, they had 2 players in double figures. Ryan Kennedy finishes with 14 in the ball game. Mitchell Henson finishes with 12. Caleb Ince came 1 free throw short of having a double-double. He had 11 points, 11 rebounds, 9 points tonight. And then 2 points apiece for Seth Padilla, Bryson Watts, and Jaden Watts. And the Leopards, I have 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Leopards were +5 on the glass at 26-21, and 10 turnovers on the night for the Indians. Leopards with 5 turnovers tonight. That's a good night. You like
Absolutely.
that number?
Yeah.
We're not going to like these numbers though. So let's go talk to Glenn about some shooting numbers here.
Well, the second half actually got better. We were 12 for 25, almost 50% from the floor the second half, but that first half we were 6 for 23 from the field. Really compromised our final numbers. So we finished 16 for 37 from 2-point range, 2 for 11 from 3-point range, for 18 for 48. So 38% from the floor, much better than the 26% the first half. But you know, it was defense. You look at Comanche, they ended up 1 for 12 from 3-point range, 7 for 28 from 2-point range, for 8 for 40, so 20% from the floor. Just a great defensive effort. I mean, they were taking the best shots that they could take, but you hold them to 6 points the first quarter, 0 the second quarter, 8 the third quarter, and 7 the fourth quarter. Just an amazing defensive effort tonight, and I'm telling you, I can't emphasize enough, if you can't get to the game tomorrow night, watch our live stream, because it's going to be the toughest game that I think we've had all year, even tougher than Purcell. When you watch these guys, they're so talented inside and out, and it's going to be our defense against their offense, and we'll see who comes out ahead, because they really impressed me today in their ball game against Sulphur. It was a 2-7 matchup, but you could just tell the skill of their big guy, and also number 1, Davion Hill, and that kid is the real deal. And so the big guy is actually their quarterback. Number 11 is actually their quarterback from football that we kind of felt sorry for.
Right.
He was doing his best. He was trying, but they just couldn't do much in football. But he's definitely a much better basketball player than he is a football player. So.
Well, again, congratulations to the Lindsay Leopards with a 20-point win, 41-21 the final score, and they'll play that Crooked Oak team at 7:20 tomorrow night here at Leopard Arena. And congratulations to the Leopardettes. They pull off the upset in a 3-6 matchup with the 15th-ranked Dickson Lady Comets earlier this evening. It was 36-33, the Leopardettes by 3. Had 11 from Maddie McGowan, 10 from Cameron Perry, and the Leopardettes pull off the win, 36-33, and they'll get to play the Comanche Lady Indians at 6 o'clock tomorrow night here at Leopard Arena in their semifinal matchup. So 6 o'clock and 7:20 again tomorrow night, just like we were tonight. We'll plan for a 5:45 pregame show. You know that won't happen.
No,
but we'll plan.
But we
anyway.
were in pretty good shape, and then that Plainview Sulphur overtime girls game, Plainview hits a 3 at the buzzer to send it into overtime, and then Plainview wins it in overtime in that girls game. But it was right at 2 o'clock when that game would have normally been finished, but ran us about 15 minutes behind right there, and then it just kind of built from there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how timing goes tomorrow, but again, we'll plan on a 5:45 pregame show for that 6 o'clock girls game anyway. And we'll just keep it here on KBLP 105.1 FM and, of course, on our Facebook page, KBLP Live. We'll keep you updated there as well, and then we'll see you right here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, KBLP Live on YouTube. Glenn, great job tonight.
You too.
And I guess I need to say a good job to Andrew, too. I mean, he did kind of put the pressure on us, kind of set that bar high.
I guess we'll have to check the Wall Street Journal for the critics' reviews tomorrow to see.
Yeah, Andrew did.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't fire me and put Andrew in my spot. I'll be running the camera,
Me too. Yeah.
I
can't hook all that camera stuff up. So
we're in trouble if they put him down here. We're in trouble.
Yep.
But I need to say thank you to Andrew, ESPN Lion, also to J.D. Scruggs and Glenn. Great job. Brianna Miller, I did not give her enough kudos Tuesday night. I tell you what, we put her through the ringer Tuesday night with the issues we were having of going, yeah, we're going to go on live, and no, we're not going to go on live, and yeah, we are, and no, we're not. And she was on top of all of it. But Brianna back at her studios, great job.
Does a great job producing.
I've told her she can never retire. She's going to have to do this for as long as I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So she has to stay in.
Yep.
But for all of us at KBLP, my name is Greg Perry. We'll say goodnight from Leopard Arena for tonight. We'll be right back here tomorrow evening to do this all over again. So until we see you there, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.